Well, Roger and Rafa have split the 4 majors of 2017, and they've played 3 times this year. Of course, Roger's won all 3 of those meetings, but Rafa holds the #1 ranking. Now we're at the final push for the year, and it seems almost impossible to answer the question.
No mistakes whatsoever.
Sickness up, please.
Answer my question!
What question?
The question, jerk!
Who's had a better year, Roger or Rafa? Who owns 2017? Got really tricky when they both had 2 majors this year, so you got to start nitpicking to figure out the answer. So isn't it perfect that Roger and Rafa are going to meet for a 4th time to possibly answer the question? We're only about 7-8 hours away, folks. So hit the music, or else I'll play that clip of Johnny Mac over and over again. Let's get to it. That's good. Welcome to Coffee Break Tennis. I'm Matt Bradshaw, your host, the original Fed head, possibly the biggest Roger Federer fan in the world. Today's episode is brought to you guys by Crunch Time Coaching and TennisCon. TennisCon is coming at you guys this year live from Newcomb Ranch. In fact, that's where I am right now. I'm in beautiful, sunny Texas at John Newcomb's Tennis Ranch. It's really awesome to be here. If you're a passionate tennis player, if you love playing tennis, then TennisCon is the event for you. Me and Pete went all over the place talking to some of the best players and some of the best, most legendary coaches in the world. In fact, we even talked to one of Roger Federer's former coaches, Paul Annacone. You guys might know him from the Tennis Channel as well. So click on the link in the description below this video, or just click right up here on the screen and you can get your free pass, 48 hours free access to TennisCon, and you can see all the live events and interviews, most of them coming to you from right here in Texas at John Newcomb Ranch.
It's TennisCon!
TennisCon! So as we start today's show, I've got a question for you. Don't worry, I'm not going to play the Mac clip again, but the question is, who's had the better year? Who owns 2017? It's very tough to answer, even for me, the original Fed head. On top of that, I'm questioning you guys. Do you guys think that this match, whether you're watching this video pretty soon, before the match, or if you're watching it sometime tomorrow after Roger's already beat Rafa in the Shanghai Final? Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. More on that later. But yeah, does this do anything for the argument, for the debate on who's had the best year? Does this affect it in any way? I'm very curious to know what you guys think. Comment below in the comments section, or tweet at me at CoffeeBreak10s, T-E-N-S, on the Twitter. So of course, if Roger wins, that's perfect, 4-0 on the year over Rafa, and if Roger loses, he's still got a nice 3-1 for 2017. Does this do anything to move the meter on the debate? Let's talk about the Shanghai Final. So I was very alarmed after Roger's opening match, not because of how he played, I thought he was okay, but because of all the negative comments I saw out there, mainly on Twitter. But a lot of people were saying, oh, Roger must not be 100%, he doesn't look good, he doesn't have it, he's losing it, blah, 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 a bunch of negative stuff. But of course, Fat Nancy came through, always the optometrist. What did I say? No, I said optimist. I didn't say she's an optometrist, no. Look, see? She's a social media specialist, and she loves tacos. Anyways, Fat Nancy sent me this message after I saw all the negativity. I was pretty refreshed by this. Swipe it in. He was a little rusty, and Diego knew, that's right, he played Diego Schwartzman the first round for Roger. Diego knew that and challenged him at times, but 1 to 2 matches and RF will be back in peak form. I think he's got this title. She also points out Rafa looks amazing, but hard, super fast services are RF's bread and butter. I totally agree with Fat Nancy, and I was happy to see that somebody is keeping a cool head. Because look, when you come back after these long breaks that Roger's had to take throughout the year, you're going to be a little rusty. We've seen that almost everywhere Roger's went after one of these breaks. He's a little bit rusty. Remember when I first came out with Coffee Break Tennis, it was because he lost to Tommy Haas at Stuttgart. And, you know, people were freaking out saying, oh my God, he just lost to this player that's ranked really low. I guess some people don't know who Tommy Haas is. Anyways, it all worked out fine. He won Halle, he won Wimbledon, just as I predicted. So of course I tweeted my prediction. Connie asked, so I answered. I hate to predict when I haven't seen every moment of Roger's week at Shanghai Masters, but from what I've seen in the court speed, Roger in 3. But look at what the tweet maestro wrote. As much as I wish Fed to win, I think Nadal's level is too good at the moment. If he isn't tired, he's getting fed back. Rafa in 3. Of course, Fat Nancy, always the optimist, said it's going to be tight. Court speed is in Roger's favor, and the scare from Delpo will give Fed the kick he needs. So according to Fat Nancy, Delpo gave Roger the scare that he needs, but according to Del Potro, Roger's the one doing all the scaring. Del Potro said to the umpire, Federer scares you. He told you 2 words and you stayed quiet. Ooh. Okay, I didn't see that match. Like I said, I've been very busy here on the ranch with TennisCon, but if anyone out there saw the match, please tell me what you think about it. Comment down below, and of course you can tweet at me at CoffeeBreak10s, TENS. So back to the debate, who's had the better year? That's really what I want to know. Who do you guys think has had the better year? Try not to be biased. I'm trying really hard. I know we all love Federer here, most of us. I know some other people come here, but everyone's welcome. It's a family show. Anyways, let me know who's had the better year, and does this match do anything to shape that argument? And now before we wrap up, I'm going to do a new segment for the show that I like to call Something to Think About. Rafa Nadal did an interview very recently in a Spanish publication called Marca. And in this Spanish publication for the Spanish world, Marca, there's a very interesting question, especially if you're one of those Fed heads out there who loses sleep worrying that Rafa is going to overtake Roger in the Grand Slam title count. Were you closer to retiring 2 years or even a year ago with injuries compared to now when you have returned to being fit and successful on court? Rafa said, no, my retirement is closer now than before. I have a few years more. 2 years more, that's the truth. So, there's a slight caveat to that. What? No, I said caveat. There's no way I said that. I'm not a total ding dong. There's a slight caveat to that. What? No. No way. It's a slight caveat to that. I've heard that this is a bad English translation, and that's not exactly what Rafa was trying to say. But what I say is this: it's still something to think about. Well, that's all the time we have for you guys today. Fed heads, Raw fans, Sharapovas, whatever you are out there. As always, comment below. Join the debate. Keep the conversation going. Let me know what you think about who's had a better year. Let me know what you think about Rafa's comments in Marca. Let me know if you think the final has any say-so on who's had the better year. Does it mean anything? Does it matter at this point? Let me know if you still think there's a chance for Roger to finish the year as #1. I gotta say, he better win the Shanghai Final if he is gonna have a chance, but I'm pretty confident that he's gonna win. My prediction, of course, Roger in 3 sets. I would say straight sets, but as Fat Nancy pointed out earlier, as a lot of people have pointed out, Rafa is playing very, very well. Don't forget, click up there, or there, I think it's over there. Get your all-access pass to TennisCon. Even if you're not a tennis player, you should get the free pass just so you can watch my interview with Paul Annacone, former coach of Pete Sampras, and of course, Roger Federer. Thanks for watching Coffee Break Tennis, brought to you by Crunch Time Coaching. We are your ultimate tennis learning resource. We're your best friend, in fact, if you want to have more fun on the tennis court and win more matches. See you guys.